Hello everyone, so I've got a bare face as you can tell. So today's video is going to be a review of the Makeup Revolution Fastway Stick Foundation, and I'm just going to take it out the packaging. I'm going to run you through the products I already have on my face. So I already have on the Superdrug Vitamin C Brightening Eye Gel infused with vitamin C. Did I already say that? Yeah. I just have this underneath my eyes. Then I have the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to brighten and depuff. I just have this underneath. I have it on top of the eye gel. And then for my moisturiser, I have the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream on. For primer, I'm going to be using the MAC Strobe Cream. I've just got 2 samples of this. I'm going to be using this as this is like my holy grail primer. So the only thing I have on my eyes is concealer. I just had the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer all over my eyes and just like around my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I just have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in chocolate. Moving on to the foundation, I've watched a couple of videos, but I've not really watched reviews. So this is the shade F10. It's a really nice tan shade. I really love the packaging of this. You wouldn't even think that this was like £5, would you? There's some of the product. I'm just going to start applying it down my face. I'm going to apply it in like sort of like a stripe sort of motion. I've got my mirror in front of me. I'm just going to... It might be a bit too dark for me at the moment because I have no tan on. It does feel really creamy first swipe. Yeah, that is really creamy. I've heard that it's very dewy, so if you are oily then maybe you won't like this. But I'm going to start off by using a brush. I'm going to use this Real Techniques brush that I haven't used in such a while. One of my other brushes is dirty at the moment. My Morphe one I normally use, it's like shredded and it's all like falling out, so I would use that, but I'm going to stick with this Real Techniques one. And I'm just going to like push it into my skin. But I think when I got fake tan on, this shade would be really good. Okay, then I'm going to just start sort of like blending it in. Just going to drag it down my neck just to blend into my neck. I will say it's sort of like clinging on to like dry patches. So I've got like a scab here and it's just like sat there. So you have to move quite quickly with it. Yeah, there's like... done like 3 stripes of that and like it's just, that's all you get. Let's try to apply some more. Yeah, I'd say you have to move quite quick. I'm just now pushing that down into my skin. I'm going to do my head. I'm going to do all this side of my face with the brush and then that side with the Beauty Blender. I'm going to put some down my neck here just so it blends in. You always want to match obviously your foundation to your neck. I'm going to put some around my ears too. Obviously I do have some blemishes. In a way it's quite good because then we can sort of see how the foundation can cover them. On my head it does look a lot nicer. My head is a little bit more, it's not as dry as my cheek sort of area, and it does look a lot nicer up there. I never apply it like in this area here because I always apply concealer under my eyes. Straight off the bat I don't like love it. See, it's hard to tell because you've got a strobe cream underneath, but it does look very dewy. But that might just be because of the strobe cream underneath, because obviously my head looks shiny on this side anyway. Take some on my nose. I'm finding I have to apply quite a lot because I'm having to move quite quickly with it. Okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to apply it on the other side. Okay, I would say I prefer it with the Beauty Blender. It's gone a bit patchy here. I feel like with the Beauty Blender it's quicker. With the brush I feel like you have to keep applying more, brushing it. With the Beauty Blender I feel like it's quicker to work with. Just go around all of it now. Don't know if you can see, but it looks like it's almost like melting around the stick. I'm just going to apply the rest of my makeup now and I will be right back. But so far I do quite like the foundation. I feel like it's more of like a natural finish, but it does like cover the redness like in your spots and stuff, but it's got like quite a nice dewy finish. So if you've got very dry skin, I think you'd like this. If you've got very oily skin, I think you'd hate this. Like if you can see like around here and that. But then I do have strobe cream underneath, but I do think this would be, it's just the texture of it as well. It's very creamy formula. So I do think that if you've got oily skin, like look around here, like around my eyebrow, can you see where it's like quite shiny? And obviously that's not been set, and like around my chin, it's like a very shiny sort of like, So I do think if you've got oily skin, then you would not, sorry, I've got brush hair. I do not think you'd like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to apply the rest of my makeup. I'm going to apply it and then I'm going to run through with you the products that I applied, and yeah, we'll see how it lasts throughout the day. I thought I'd test it on a day where I'm actually going out. The weather here in England isn't very great, so I thought I'd just test it on a day where I'm going out and stuff. Probably will be filming like a video or something later. So I'll talk to you in a bit. The time now is 6 minutes past 1, as you can see. As you'll be able to tell, I've done the rest of my makeup. I just went for very simple, natural makeup today. I've also done my hair. You can't actually tell because the camera's too zoomed in. I'm just going to run you through what I put on my face. To cream sort of bronze, I just have my Primark My Perfect Colour Moisturising Foundation Stick in the shade Caramel. Then I just have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Concealer in O2 Creamy Natural. To set underneath my eyes and the rest of my face and like down my neck and that, I have the Maybelline Fit Me 20 like medium setting powder. This is like the loose setting powder. For bronzer, I've got the Butter Bronzer On by Physicians Formula, and this is the deep bronzer. For blusher, I've got a MAC one, it's in the drawer, mixed with another MAC one, which is Peaches by MAC. Yeah, I didn't really like the first one I put on, it was a bit ashy, so I mixed it with Peaches by MAC, which is my favourite blush by MAC. And then I've got the Butter Highlighter by Physicians Formula that I mentioned in one of my other videos that I'm really enjoying at the moment. It's my new favourite. On my eyelids, I've actually got the MAC Sun Power. To set the brows, I've got NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in Chocolate. I've got Barry M Post Lip Pencil with Tarte Skinny Dip Lipstick and the Fenty Beauty lip gloss. For mascara, I've got this Rimmel Wonderfully Real Extreme Black mascara. The wand is just like one of those spiky sort of ones. And then to set my makeup, I've just got the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, chamomile and lavender. So back to the foundation. How's it looking now? I would say it's a very sort of natural looking foundation. Obviously I've set it, but it's like sunk into the lines in my head like quite a lot. The products I applied onto it applied really nicely. Yeah, maybe I'd just say it's a bit like too creamy. It's like sunk into the lines on my head, and that's like my problem area. Apart from that, it looks really nice. The products, as I said, went on nicely, and yeah, it's a nice colour. It's a bit dark for me at the moment. By the way, I would say with this mascara, if you're going to get it, it's a nice mascara that's nice and separating in that, but as you can see, it makes such a mess, so I don't know if I'd actually recommend it. Yeah, I feel like you can get better mascaras than this. So I'm going to carry on with the rest of my day. What's the time now? So it's 2 o'clock now, because I was up doing my hair and all that sort of stuff, watching YouTube. I'm going to get on with the rest of my day, and then later on I'll check in with you and tell you my sort of final thoughts, and we'll see how the foundation's looking. Hopefully I won't have to powder. I'm going to sort out that bit on my forehead. I'm just going to use my brush and just sort of blend those sort of lines out. Apart from that, I'll see you in a bit. Well, for me it'll be a few hours, for you it'll be a second. Hi guys, so I'm back. It's probably been like, what's the time now? The time now is, so I've had this foundation on for like 5-6 hours, something like that. I'm gonna look at how it looks now, because I wouldn't really tend to wear a foundation any longer than this. Maybe I'll tend to wear it a bit longer, only for like a couple more hours, but so please ignore my mascara. It's come off like around here and made like patches under my eye, but so far the foundation has like come off around my nose. I don't know if you'll be able to tell that, like around there. It's very oily. Like earlier I could feel it felt very oily around like these parts. My forehead, as I said, it's sunk into like my lines. Around my like cheeks and that is held up very well. Like my bronzer, like, around here it looks a bit patchy, but like my highlighter and that, it still looks quite nice. This side of my face looks relatively like fine, so yeah, I would say that around like my forehead it just looks very cakey. It does look very, very oily. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to set it. So I've got the Kat Von D blotting powder. Mine is in the shade Fair. In a way, I feel like this is too light for me, but this is what the man on Kat Von D recommended me. So I'm just going to put that on my nose. We're just going to see it like soaks up all the oils. This is like my first ever blotting powder, but like it's literally so good. It makes you so matte. Like you'll be able to see, I'm just like instantly transformed. One thing I was impressed at is it didn't really take the foundation off around my like where I wear my glasses, so I was very impressed with that. But I would say that I just look very oily. Okay, that looks a bit better. So overall, my thoughts on this foundation, as it says, it's called the Fast Base Stick Foundation. I'm just gonna get the claims up on my phone. So on the Revolution, I'm just going to go on their website. I'm just going to read to you what it says. These are about the concealer. I do want to try their new pro products though, they look really good. Let me know if you want me to do like a video on them. So it says foundation just got faster, launching in 18 shades, which is really good actually. They did launch darker shades too for deeper skin tones, which I think is brilliant, especially for a drugstore brand. And it says launching in 18 shades and a range of undertones, fast base foundation quickly perfects contours and highlights your complexion. The easy to apply stick formula melts into the skin, blends in seamlessly to leave a fresh and dewy finish. Twist up, swipe on and blend out with fingers, a beauty sponge or your favourite foundation brush. I think this is a really good idea. It tells you like the number of the foundation stick, and then it will tell you like, say for instance F18 is for dark skin tones with a warm undertone, and then F10, the one that I got, is for medium skin tones with a golden undertone. So I think that's actually a really good thing. Hang on. I don't know if you'll see that. Yeah, I think that's really, really good. I would say it's fast in the fact that it dries really fast, and I feel like when it first, it's very hard to blend out. I feel like you have to be very quick with this. I feel like you apply a bit and then you blend it in, and then you apply a bit more and then you blend that in. I don't feel like you could do the whole face and then blend it in, because I feel like then it would just be stuck there. I suppose then you know it's not going to like move throughout the day, and it hasn't actually like moved off. The only places it's really like moved probably is around my nose and a bit like around here, but I always get foundation rub off on my nose. I'm sure a lot of you do. I think it's just like the oils in our skin, and I have like combination skin around my cheeks, and that has not really faded off. I did have like a patchy bit, but I get quite sort of dry bits around my cheeks anyway. I get that in quite a lot of foundations actually, not just this one. The only thing is it's sunk into the lines on my head. Maybe that's because it's a very like quite a thick creamy formula, so maybe that's why it's sunk into the lines. I'm not sure. Might use a different primer with it next time. But apart from that, I really like this. I would say the only two downsides, sunk into my lines, and you have to apply a bit then blend it, apply a bit then blend it, so that's a bit of a pain. But apart from that, I feel like this is really worth the hype. It did cling to some of my dry patches, but I do have like a little scab on my face. It wasn't very obvious. I feel like foundation does cling to things like that though anyway, so you can't really get away from that. I really like it. It's like giving you a nice dewy finish, but I would say that if you are oily, I would stay away from this. I know that they brought out in the Pro range a matte foundation. I would go for more of that, because this is very oily. Like even looking at it in the thing, you can just see how like creamy it is. I'll do a swatch on my hand. Look, can you see how like almost like shiny it is when I move my hand? Like look, can you see? Very like oily. Look. Even like in the tube there. I feel like if you left it out in the sun all day, it would just melt. If you've got dry skin, I'd highly recommend this. I feel like you'd absolutely love it, especially for £5 too. An absolute bargain if you ask me. I would say if you're oily, maybe just get it in a darker shade, like cream contour with it or something, or just apply it to the parts of your face that maybe are drier, like around the cheeks, something like that. But yeah, I really like it, so I'm gonna keep on trying it. I think I'll apply some like fake tan and then wear it, whereas like today I had to blend it down my neck, so it was a bit of a pain. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more first impressions, reviews, that sort of thing, then please let me know. If you'd like any more like Makeup Revolution products or any sort of drugstore, things like that, please let me know. And yeah, I will be sure to do them for you. Please subscribe down below, like the video and all that jazz. And I'll see you in my next video. So thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.